These videos are going to be teaching you a basic step solution of how to solve one of the world's most complicated puzzles since 1980, the Rubik's Cube. Now, keep in mind my videos definitely aren't the best videos on YouTube, but if by the end of this tutorial your cube is completely scrambled, I recommend a better one, such as PogoBat, aka Dan Brown, and Thross. Those are some great ones, and they're right here on YouTube. What you will need is you will first need a Rubik's Cube, you will need some coordination with your fingers, and you will need a pencil and paper because I'm teaching you algorithms and you will need to write them down, definitely. The first thing you need to know about the Rubik's Cube is the notation. And I'm going to start with F. When you're talking, if I were to say F, that's the face facing you, turn it clockwise like that. Green is facing me right now. If I were to say Fi, that would be F counterclockwise like that. And you want to imagine every time you turn a face, you want to imagine if it's facing you. So if I were to say R, that's R like that, clockwise, right. R is right. And then counterclockwise, Ri, it's like that. Now the up face is U. And to say U clockwise, U, UI counterclockwise. And now L is the left side. L clockwise, L counterclockwise. B. We're not using B in the basic tutorial, but it's good to know anyway. That's the back face. Clockwise, and it looks like BI, you know, if you're talking in F terms, but it's actually B. Counterclockwise like that. Now D. That's the last one. D. Down face. As if it's facing you. D. DI. Easy enough. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the scrambling of the cubes. Just going to do that real quick. Yeah, I'm using 2 Rubik's Cubes for this because there's various situations. Now, very quickly, I'm going to get you to your goal of what you need after this first step, which is the cross. This is your goal. I'm going to start with green because I've always started with green. And also for advanced cubers, it's recommended that you start with the cross on bottom, but since we're beginners and intermediates here, well, beginners, if you're trying to know how to solve this, you want the cross on the top. And start with green, like, no matter what, because that's what I'm doing. It'll be easier for you. Now, as you can see, you have this cross, and the pieces of the cross also match up with, see, white to white, red to red, yellow, yellow, orange, orange. Now that's your goal for the first step. Here's I'm going to show you first of all what would be right in a cross and 2 situations of what would be wrong. Really quick. Now here's what's right in the cross. You see, you have the green, you have it here, and you have this corresponded with orange like that. Here's 2 things that are wrong. You see, this is part of the cross, but it's not correspondent. Therefore, it wouldn't be right. And then this one, where it's in its right place, but it's not flipped the right way, and I'll get to that later. Now, if you're in a situation like this, where it's wrong like that, it's wrong like that, you just have to go like this, put it on the bottom, then you bring it under the place where it needs to be, like red like that, and you flip it back up. There you have the line there. It's right like that. And here, the other situation, or you'd have one in the middle, but middle you can easily just kind of, so if it's on the bottom like this, you just have to bring the middle down, bring it over, then bring it back up. And that's useful for a lot of things, actually. Now, here's your situation where you have, this is flipped the wrong way. You want it so it's on the right face, meaning that this is your front face, the one flipped isn't on the right face, and here's where notation comes in. You go R-I-U-F-I-U-I, and then they switch places. That's going to be your cross. Now, your goal for step 2 is to fill in these corners here. Told you before, I'm a slow cuber. I'm kind of, just shy of a minute. Your goal here is to have the whole side done, but you also have all the sides corresponding like that. You see the T's. Now, there's quite a few situations you can have here. One is where it's on the bottom like this, and this is easiest. You bring it under where it needs to be, and this part gets confusing, because you see this is green. You know this is green. And then you also want to pay attention to the 2 other colors on that piece, which is orange and white. And you want it to. That means you want this to intersect between the orange and white faces. So you bring it under that intersection, and then this works whether you're putting it on the right side or the left side. You back it out, and imagine this. You can imagine this as a garage, kind of. You back the car out, open the garage, put the car back in, close the garage, and there you have that. Now here's it for the right, and that's good because it's just going to make it a little easier. This is the other situation. You put it under where it needs to go because it's green, yellow, red. And here's green, yellow, red. Now move, open, move back, close. Now here's an important situation where it's on the bottom. And again, you need to put it under where it needs to go. So this is green, white, red. Put it under green, white, red. Then you have it on the right side of you, and this is where notation comes in. R-I D2, it's D twice, R, and then you just bring it under, open, close. And I guess there's another situation where, hold on, I can get out of here. Now, here's where it's on like this, where it needs to be flipped. Now, if it's for on the left side, you just go L, D, I, L, I, and then you do the open, close thing again. Oops, and I'm just going to finish this one up here, where you just need to open, close like that. But then the other situation here is where you have it on the right side. Hold on. Right, you have it on the right side. And then here's the other thing. Here's the situation. Right, R-I, D, R, and then you just do the open, close, open. So if go back, reverse this video if you rewind the video and watch it again if you have to fully understand the concept of the first layer like this. But you should have T's and the green slide solved. So watch my next video to figure out how to solve the middle layer.